Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh my gosh, I think there's some big news.
Big news?
Yeah,
Well, it's weird how the news cycle, it's like every day there has to be something like groundbreaking.
there's got to be breaking news every day.
Seems like when I was a little kid, like really big news was kind of like rare. But
Yeah.
now it's like every day.
Yeah, like breaking news. Like, remember, like somebody would come on the news program, or maybe even interrupt a regular program
This regularly scheduled program
for breaking news.
Yes, and that was like every once in a
it's like,
while.
oh my gosh, what's going on?
And then everybody would gather around the TV like, this is a rare event.
But I think because like people have such short attention spans now, and they're so like ADD, and they want to have new things all the time, that there's got to be breaking news like not even once a day, but like several times a day.
Like Alex Jones starts his episodes with air raid sirens. Like,
Yeah.
You need to be afraid.
Breaking news.
There's gnarly stuff happening right now.
It's happening all the time.
So what's the latest and greatest?
Well, I think this is pretty interesting. Did you hear that X was just sold? Elon sold his little company.
Yeah.
I wonder if he made a profit, because he bought it for like a lot. Like, you know, when you buy a house at the high end of the market, and then you're kind of screwed and you gotta.
He spent something like, what was it?
40 something billion.
Yeah, 40 billion.
What up?
Yeah.
Just what up.
I mean, so he probably brought in another 10 billion or whatever. But what's interesting is it seemed like he went through a lot of rigmarole to buy it, just to sell it like 12 months later.
Like, wasn't he going to be our savior? Like, he was going to save free speech.
I mean,
right?
Alex Jones is like, Alex Jones should just get a mini skirt and some pom-poms. You know what I'm saying? He's like a full-on cheerleader.
He totally.
And I mean, Elon is hero.
He's a hero because he saved free speech, right?
He saved free speech.
So,
but then it's kind of weird, like, he's also saying stuff like, well, I didn't want to provide like a platform for anti-Semitism.
Oh, is that why he's selling it now?
Well, apparently that's part of the impetus, right? He's just like, I'm not comfortable with what some of the people are saying. So I guess he was like a free speech hero, but then he was like, but free speech kind of sucks because people say stuff I don't like. But I think that's kind of, see, in my opinion, free speech means people can say stuff that you don't like.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that guy in Germany was explaining how they're arresting people for free speech because free speech has its limits.
Well, this is the thing.
Free speech has its limits.
Yeah. Okay. So
is that free speech?
That's not free.
It's free as long as
once it's limited, it's not free.
As long as it's not speech I don't like.
Exactly. Like you just did double speak. You just contradicted yourself in one sentence. But you know what's kind of interesting is there's a lot of people who say stuff that I find not only offensive, but repugnant, and you're obnoxious. I can't stand you. Oh my God, you make me sick.
Right.
But I do nothing to hinder you. I've never threatened anybody. I say, by all means, go be yourself by yourself, but go be yourself.
Right.
But for me, it's like, I'm told I have to stay in like color in the lines.
Well, it's not really fair because they're making certain opinions considered not free speech. You can't have free speech about certain opinions, but other opinions are allowed to be talked about.
Yeah.
So I guess free speech does have its limits.
I'm wondering about Alex because he was like allowed on Elon's X.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, wait, maybe Alex getting censored was all part of his script character.
Oh, yeah.
And that was all just make-believe.
It was like the backstory.
Yeah.
Because you know how like every actor has to have a backstory to like build the character and like get the audience like involved.
And so what would be like the purpose of that would be like, oh, look, Elon let Alex Jones on after he was so censored. So now it's a free platform.
Now it's really free speech.
And only the real baddies are going to be censored now.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of like if you talk about that one country, it's bad.
Oh, that's what it sounds like.
Because he kind of brought that up.
Like that's why he didn't want to have it anymore, supposedly. It kind of sounds like maybe he has a handler and they were like, you're not allowed to like let people be talking about this. So let's just like quote unquote sell the company.
I just had an epiphany.
And then, you won't be involved.
That's an epiphany.
I love it.
Because we just heard that one, that Bibi Netanyahu clip I sent you. I keep bringing it up because it was kind of like revealing.
Yeah.
But one of the things he was talking about was how we just got too many people talking bad about us.
We can't have that.
And I think what's going on is, like I heard Stu Peters kind of talking about it, and he was like, when you look in the comments and everything, everybody's talking about that country from 1948 now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of like out there.
Well, it's kind of getting out there that like
the cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag, that they've done a lot of bad things.
And then once the cat's out of the bag, that's why they say the cat's out of the bag, because they say it's like herding cats. You can't get them back in.
You can't. Have you ever tried to put a cat in one of those cat carriers?
I do. I have a cat.
It's really
so
hard.
Funny. And you know what I end up doing is just shoving them in and zipping them.
They suddenly have like 8 legs and they're all claws.
They're gnarly. Cats are really gnarly. So the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
And so you know what it is kind of now? It's like whack-a-mole. Mm-hmm. Remember that game?
Yeah.
Remember whack-a-mole?
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody's going to come up and say something anti-Semitic over here. So you go bat them. But then someone says something bad about Bibi Netanyahu over here. Oh, bat them. Well, now you can't bat enough people.
No.
So now they're kind of freaking out. And so I think in a desperate ploy, they're trying to
shut it down.
Recolonize X. Mm-hmm. And I think X is still sadly kind of the marketplace of ideas in our culture.
So what do you think is going to happen to X? Because I heard that this company XAI bought it. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
Everything about it is bad. X and AI just, ugh.
So it sounds like if the company is called XAI, it kind of implies that they're using AI.
I'm thinking.
Is that a stretch?
Yeah.
To think that?
No. And I'm thinking AI is code for Blackrock.
Yeah.
I think that's what that pretty much means.
Yeah. And if they're using AI to control what people are talking about, then I'm pretty sure that they're going to be able to control it in a certain direction.
They're going to say, you can't talk about this,
mm-hmm.
Damn it. So like if I go talk about anything else, a lot of other stuff.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But certain things will not be okay. And they'll be able to program that with AI.
Like,
it'll all be.
Let's say I'm like 16 years old and I go on X and I look up a porn star and then scroll down and there's a video of her getting railed. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's free speech.
That's acceptable.
That's okay. But then I go over here and I look at this person over here is saying, it's kind of weird that all of our senators have a handler from that country.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get banned. So it's kind of arbitrary, mm-hmm. And it's kind of like what were you talking about that guy in Germany who said
free speech has its limit?
Yeah. So wait a second. What is what I was kind of thinking
free-ish speech.
Yeah. What's the definition of freedom? I thought freedom kind of meant you're free. Like you can
not
say
completely
anything.
Free. It's sort of free.
So I'm kind of reading the tea leaves here. Yeah. Like I'm kind of seeing what's going on. I think Israel is pretty much running the world now.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're mad because a lot of people are kind of saying stuff about that.
Yeah.
And they want to hurry up and get it under control.
Right. Damage control.
Yeah.
Sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think we should not let them.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just talk a lot.
Yeah.
Even if it's kind of redundant.
Yeah.
Just to make them mad.
Even if we are just talking to like 29 listeners.
You know what? It's kind of like remember in the Walking Dead, there's only a few of them that were kind of still alive.
Yeah.
But when you found someone who was alive, they were like a big asset.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, dude, that person's alive.
So, you know what? You might be talking to 29 listeners, but, one of those listeners might also talk to 29 listeners.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe that one might talk to 29 listeners, and so on and so on.
What I notice is, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but we seem to be kind of at the tip of the spear, as Alex likes to say. Like when we're talking about something, I'll go and just kind of scour, content, and the smart people are right there with us. And I'm thinking, even if only a couple of people hear it, they're going to go and tell, but we're planting the important seeds of like, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to reach 10 million people. I think we need to just kind of get it out there, and the ripple effect kind of ripples through.
I think so too. I think truth will creep out.
It creeps out
in various ways.
What did Mark Twain say? He said, a lie goes around the world before the truth can even put its pants on.
I love it.
You like that?
Yeah.
And it's because the lies get just like foisted on you everywhere.
Yeah.
But the truth because it's truth, it doesn't care when it gets out there. It doesn't care how it gets out there. It eventually just gets out there when it gets out there.
And when it gets out there, it's the right thing because, you don't want to be out there with your pants down. So if the truth gets out there,
you take your time, you put your pants on, and
you
then
cut your pants on. So it's the right.
And I think that's kind of where we're coming from with this show. I'm not feeling like I'm like gung ho about, oh my God, we got to get in front of millions of people. I'd love to. I want to. And hopefully we will. But I'm more like, let's just make sure that we're on it.
Exactly.
And we're saying the truth.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people in the podcast sphere that are kind of telling you the truth, but they're kind of have an agenda and they're kind of getting paid money, or they're being artificially propped up as influencers. Mm-hmm. And now you've got X being bought by XAI. Yeah. And we're part Blackrock. Because wasn't Alex talking about that? You know what I'm saying? we're part Blackrock. It's like a hybrid. It's like a hybrid. It's like Elon rock. Yeah.
So do you think Elon is really out, or is that like just an act? Or was he ever really in?
I don't know. I think he is like a front man. I think he's just like this.
It seems like he came into place for like how long has he supposedly owned the company? Like a year.
Yeah, it was a little over a year ago, right?
Yeah. So it's almost like he came in to save the day. And everybody was all excited because they got their free speech back. And then the plan all along was really this other company has it, and they're going to be controlling the situation. XAI. Like they kind of threw people a bone. They were like, you can have your free speech back for a little while. Then we're just going to rope you back in. And
I'm still thinking that these social media platforms are largely data collection.
Oh, yeah.
Remember like that one dude that got killed?
Yeah.
He did the audio.
That was gnarly.
That was gnarly. Some people might say, oh, that guy is just full of it. But he kind of said some stuff that kind of made sense. Like there was that Operation Pyogo and then Operation Zephyr, right?
Right.
And Operation Pyogo was like, we need to figure it out because too many people are onto us. Like they know what's going on. They're talking about it. So we got to start doing something. So Operation Pyogo was like controlled opposition and then see who interacts with it, see who likes, see who shares. And then we kind of build a profile on them. And then we're going to kind of Operation Zephyr was like when they try to figure out how to like exterminate them, and they're kind of like, ooh. It's annoying because they're like all over the place.
Right. It is. So even like the ones that you think are on your side, they might really just be like there to have your information collected so that they know if you're listening to that person, you're one of them, one of
Look at
us.
how insidious, or like RFK Jr. We kind of talked about him. Like he comes out and he goes, "Well, yeah, the CDC is actually just a big vaccine pusher," and then now he's like, "You should just follow the CDC guidelines." It's like, well, you're kind of contradicting it.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second. You were telling me all these years, like, don't do this, and now you're saying do it.
And I'm wondering, like, okay, are you playing a role? Like, oh, now we're supposed to trust you because, I think the narrative is we've got the dream team now. We've got Trump, Elon, RFK Jr. That's the dream team. And I'm thinking maybe they're the cult team.
Right. Well, I just read something about Elon is stepping down from Doge. 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 Is that like
What
how
if
you say that?
Elon?
Is that like a French
What
word?
if Elon is getting
Doge.
voted off of Twitter?
What did he do? I thought like he was like BFFs with Trump.
He probably knocked up too many girls, and now they're going, okay, Elon, we got to get you off of Pleasure Island
Number
because
13 was like
yeah,
kind of overkill.
we're trying to like eliminate the population, and you keep kind of having babies. So now you're getting voted off.
He's like, but they're my babies, and
yes,
they're very smart.
and one of them is named an equation. But I think he might be getting ready to get voted off. He's done his part, and thankfully it was a small part. So I think he's going to go into the background now.
Maybe.
He's going to go away, and he might go away for good. He might go to Jeffrey Epstein area.
Ooh.
Where he's no longer part of the situation.
Witness protection.
Yeah. Because I think his role was to come out and to be like this
savior,
free speech savior.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've taken over X. Say what you want. But I don't know. Were we allowed to say what we wanted?
Not really.
Not really.
It had its limits.
It was free-ish speech.
Yeah. Sort of like how he says he's Jew-ish.
I'm Jew-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was free-ish.
And then I want to find that compliment, that comment that it said. It said something about how he was like, I don't want to have, I don't want to be providing a platform for anti-Semitism. And it was like, well, wait a second. I mean, I thought that free speech kind of means that you do that.
You can say what you want to say. I mean, like, if somebody doesn't like it, they don't have to listen to it, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but dirty words won't hurt me.
I mean, I can't find it. But it was weird. It was like this statement where he was kind of like justifying selling out to Blackrock.
Like that was his reason for doing it?
Yeah, like he's a good guy because he's saying, you know what, I never meant to give all these bad people a platform.
So in other words, he's basically saying like, I came to save free speech, but now that the free speech isn't really like what should be said, I'm not going to protect all you people anymore, and you just go fend for yourself.
Yeah,
that's kind of what he's telling his followers, right?
And like if BlackRock is controlling the what do they call it? The marketplace of ideas.
Yeah.
That's what they call X. Yeah. It's kind of like where people go to exchange ideas. If BlackRock's controlling that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Because BlackRock is like, we control the Panama Canal and X. It's like,
and we control everything.
Everything. Like, I own your apartment complex.
I own the world. I am BlackRock. I own the world.
I own the world. Like that one video, that one you told me about, who owns the world.
Yeah.
Well, they do.
It's them.
Do. And are they associated with that one country from 1948? I think they are.
Maybe they own that too.
Because he's Larry Fink, and I think he is one of them.
He is.
He's the CEO. And he's the CEO of BlackRock. So he's kind of like the CEO of Earth.
He's the CEO of Earth, of everything.
Of the flat Earth or the round Earth, whatever you want. He's the CEO of what we consider to be life on Earth. And he was saying something weird. Remember we kind of talked about it where he was like going, we're going to be using, he kind of talks like Bill Gates. He's like, we're going to be using financial instruments to like drive people's behavior. And I was like, that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that man driving my behavior.
Like, my behavior's driven.
I don't either.
I can drive my own behavior.
Yeah.
I don't need that. It's like, am I going to get an Uber for my behavior? Like, no, I can drive my own behavior. And then, so that almost sounds kind of like bullying.
It does.
Like, you know how they use emotional blackmail.
Yes.
I heard that from a song. One of my favorite bands is Typo Negative, and they have this song where um, he says, "I can't believe how cruel life is, emotional blackmail, and it makes me sick." And I thought that's a good term because emotional blackmail is how they kind of get you to do
That's
stuff.
how they drive your behavior.
That's how they drive your behavior. They kind of go, "Well, you're not going to be able to do this unless you do this."
Right.
And then you go, oh, when they really do it is
That's
with kids.
extortion.
It's like with kids. Like what I think is like a huge extortion and emotional blackmail is Disney.
Oh.
Disney is like, okay, what are you going to do? Especially if you live in Southern California, your kid knows about it. It's right down there.
Yeah.
It's over there. Let's go. And are you going to tell them no? Because I mean, it is awesome. It's awesome.
It is.
I hate it, but it's awesome. And so you're like, okay, all right, I'll go. But then it's like, okay, good. Well, we're just going to give you like subliminal satanic messaging for your kids. And also, we're going to charge you an arm and a leg, like $250 to go.
Right.
That person.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like they do that with school too. Like, keep up with the Joneses or else. And it's kind of like the way the financial thing kind of works. And I think kind of what we were talking about in the last episode, where everything comes down to like the micromanagers, like in the Lego movie. Well, it all starts with Larry Fink. Larry Fink just goes, send out the micromanagers.
Totally.
Larry Fink is like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
From the Lego movie.
Yeah.
He's President Boss Man.
Everything is awesome.
Yes. And and that is how it is. So everything gets rolled out. So what's going on is he's kind of sitting there going, we're going to kind of drive behavior. And what kind of behavior do they want us to drive now? It's kind of like what we've been talking about. It's like, first of all, shut up. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. The first behavior is shut your mouth. It's actually not a behavior. It's like a lack of behavior. Yeah. So that's your first thing. Shut up. And then if you would be like the librarian and have Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day syndrome, where basically you think all that matters is today. You don't even remember yesterday.
And you don't even know if there's a tomorrow.
You don't know if there's a tomorrow. All that matters is today. And so like I just talked to you yesterday. Hi, how's it going? Oh, who are you? Like I talked to you just yesterday, but that's, I think what they really want first and foremost is like shut up and turn your brain off.
Yeah.
And then they can kind of start to coax you into the ghettos that we've been talking about, right. And like the 15-minute cities and eating the bugs, all of that stuff. But it seems like this whole thing with X kind of is in keeping with that, right?
Totally.
They're going to micromanage like what we can say. Mm-hmm. Really bad.
And if it's micromanaged by AI, which I mean, I'm sure that's been happening for a long time, they're just going to make it so that only certain things will be able to be talked about.
You know what's cool is memes defeated AI.
I know.
Because AI doesn't really know how to deal with a meme.
That's probably coming. But for right now, gosh, do you think we might have to turn our podcast into like a bunch of memes? We just have to have like a series of memes.
What we could do is
we could have silent movie.
We could have memes playing while we're talking.
While we're just talking about like, oh,
here's a meme.
This latte is really delicious, but in the background we have a meme that's like all about like, anti-cooties or something.
Like, this latte might make you unalive yourself.
Or drink, but this latte is delicious, and the meme behind us is like the bottle with side effects listed.
Starbucks on the counter. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But that's totally like how you get around the AI is through memes, because remember that one meme I was talking about where it was like a dude with a Trump hat, um, like saying to somebody else, like, we got rid of DEI, but he's in a jail cell.
Yeah.
And and now he's like in jail, but he's like, we got rid of DEI. See, they wouldn't be able to really catch on to that. All it really would have is DEI, but DEI in and of itself is not going to be enough for them to censor it. But if you look at the meme, it's telling you something.
Right.
It's going, the Trump cult thinks that getting rid of DEI is good, but actually we're getting ushered into a digital prison. And this thing sounds like it's more of that.
It is.
This XAI,
AI.
just that sounds like digital prison
Yeah.
stuff. That sounds like the name of the prison.
XAI. We're taking you off to XAI.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, send me to Guantanamo, please. No XAI for you. It's probably underground,
Yeah, totally.
like underneath the Colorado. What's that? Have you ever heard all the weird stuff at the Denver airport?
Yes, I've been there. I've actually seen it
Oh,
with
no
my
way.
own eyes.
I've never been there.
Yeah, I've actually seen it. It's crazy. They actually those billboards that everybody talked about, I've seen them because I thought maybe people are making those
I didn't
up.
hear about the billboards. I heard there's tunnels.
Yeah.
And then I also heard there's like horses, weird looking,
like the
demonic
statues
horses.
and stuff. Yeah, it's really weird.
But what were the?
Well, the billboards, like, I mean, this is, everybody kind of knows about this now, but this was like probably 5 years ago. It was a billboard and it had this guy. He's like kind of like this, like, I don't know, 20 something guy. And he's like looking up and he looks all happy and it says, you will own nothing and be happy. And I remember reading that and I was like, what does that mean? That is so weird. Like it just seems so weird to me. You know what I mean?
Totally the slogan of Blackrock.
It is. And I remember like when I read that, I thought, this is like some kind of weird message for something. What is this? And nobody was talking about that at the time, really. I mean, now it's kind of like mainstream, I think, at least for some of us.
You know what it is I think we got hit with a lot of this stuff early on, but we were like, you kind of dismiss it because it doesn't really pertain to your reality yet.
Right.
We didn't realize that was what was coming.
That's what they're telling you.
Like The Running Man, I told you about that movie.
Yeah.
That came out in like 86. And I remember watching that, and that was a cool movie and stuff like that. But now rewatching it, I'm like, dude, that was like telling you where we're headed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting how, they just keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's kind of what's going on. They're telling us where we're headed, and then they use the micromanagers to make sure we get there.
Right.
Yeah. Like, remember Agenda 21 turned into like Agenda 30?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like pushed back.
Right.
Because too many bad humans didn't go along with their programming. But now they're kind of trying to get back on track.
Right. So do you think they're still planning for Agenda 30 or do you think they're like planning for like Agenda like 28? Do you think
I think 28 is a crucial year because that's when the Olympics are in LA and they just burnt down Pacific Palisades.
I wonder what the opening ceremonies are going to look like.
Yeah, it'll probably be like some satanic ritual.
They'll be like be a bunch of little miniature buildings and
you know what it'll probably be?
Like the Gaza Strip.
It'll probably be like fun in the FEMA camp. That'll be like the halftime show.
Yeah.
It'll be like everybody's in a FEMA camp, but they're having a good time.
Yeah.
And it's like, how much fun can it be to just be in a FEMA camp?
And they'll have like all these like little apartment buildings just stacked on top of each other, like all the way up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they'll be like dancing. And
like it's a good thing.
It's a cool thing, and like hot chicks are there and you're going to get laid.
And they all have really big butts.
They have big butts and like, yeah, Oh, I wonder if Kim Kardashian is going to still be an influencer on the XAI because wasn't she just doing like this thing where she's like, oh, by the way, I have sex with robots. And now XAI is buying it. It seems like, I don't know, maybe that kind of relates to it.
That's really creepy.
Yeah. Like I think Agenda 30 is like no more humans.
That's part of the plan.
It's no more humans. What we want is robots now. And they've kind of got people pretty much robots now, where they're like zombies.
I just saw a headline that said they were going to start manufacturing body parts.
Nothing weird there.
Yeah, and that hasn't there been a bunch of like weird sci-fi movies over the years where they have like people kind of like in sort of like cases and stuff where they're just sort of like not really human and they just use them for their body parts and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
And then there's also movies where the dude got his arm chopped off and then they sew on a arm, but then the arm
Mhm.
has like life of its own. He's like fighting it off.
Yeah.
It's trying to beat him up.
Yeah. So it kind of makes me wonder
They're
if,
planting seeds.
yeah, they've had this technology like for a while
Yeah.
and they're kind of putting those messages out there like
I'm
a few
thinking
years
they've
ago.
been able to clone humans for a while now. It's starting to kind of look like that. And I watched a video. Now, I'm a conspiracy minded person, so I kind of keep myself open minded to these ideas. But I watched a video that was kind of talking about how they clone Disney characters.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
Well, they talked about cloning animals like way back. What was that like in the 80s? They
yeah,
were cloning sheep and stuff.
yeah,
Maybe that was sort of like their experiments that they were letting us know about.
yeah. Because if you think about it, they're not letting us know what they can really do
No,
at all.
no. So
So they don't let us know until it's like advantageous for
maybe while they were talking and on the news about cloning the sheep, they were actually really starting to clone like Disney characters.
them. Yeah. And like saying, okay, we're going to make a show with this plot line and we need this kind of a character. And instead of finding kids to be actors, let's just create them in a lab. And I think Kim Kardashian might be creative in the lab. I'm wondering if maybe they have like 100 Kims and they
Hmm.
just roll out a different one for which what shot are we doing? Oh well, today we're going to be accentuating the butt. Okay, get the perfect butt, Kim. But then they have other ones where her butt is kind of like not such a big part of the shot.
Hmm.
And it's like okay, we'll get the kind of like modestly dressed Kim. But they're all a bunch of Kims in the background.
Well, what about like, have you seen like Zac Efron lately?
No, did he get voted off Pleasure
He,
Island?
I'm thinking maybe like, but there's like a few of these people like him and like Carrie Underwood, and these people seem to have like accidents, like facial accidents, and then they need to get something done, and suddenly they don't even look like the same people anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if maybe some of those are some kind of clones. And what would be the reason for cloning these people? Because they're not like, it's not like, the world can't go on without Zac Efron. Like, why would we need to clone him if the real one wasn't around anymore? What would be the reason for that?
Yeah. And then why does everybody look exactly the same? Like I saw Jenny McCarthy on a video and I used to love her, but then now she looks exactly like that Fox News blonde one.
Yeah, well,
What's her name?
what about Taylor?
What's the one from Fox News, the blonde that got in the fight with Alex Jones and like interviewed him and that was like a full stage thing.
Oh yeah, that
What's her
was
name?
what is her name? I used to like her too.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But I saw Jenny McCarthy and I was like, dude,
they all look
I
alike.
could not tell them apart. I think that's kind of what's going on.
Well, like, have you seen Taylor Swift looks exactly like some actress from like
Oh yeah.
I think it was like the 60s or something. And it's like literally like these people look like clones of these other people.
I've seen
Like
that the
like
video that shows like all of the different ones.
yeah,
And
like
there's
they're
like
just
this person looks
recycling them.
exactly like this person.
Yeah. Like they're
It's not like
recycling.
it's not like, oh, they kind of resemble them.
Yeah. No,
It's like, no,
it's literally like exactly like the person.
so what if they're manufactured? They're like prototypes.
Well, this is interesting. Gosh, we're kind of like getting into a whole other episode here
Yeah.
because I've sort of had this theory for a while. Like, I used to wonder why, you know, they always kind of cast the same people in Hollywood over and over and over. Like, why do they do that? Have you noticed that? Like
Yeah.
the same people and they're not really that great. It's like, there's a million other people they could put in these
Like I
roles.
always kind of tripped out on Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Like okay, I like the movies that he's been in, but he never strikes me as somebody who's got incredible depth.
Yeah.
He did not like. smart. He's not funny. He's not.
But if you look back, like throughout history and look at like old films and stuff, it's really bizarre. You'll start seeing like the same faces. Like I've seen these things laid out. There's a couple people on Instagram that do really good accounts where they show all of this stuff, where they will show like side by side pictures of like an actor from the 50s, and then there's an actor from right now, and
Epiphany.
they're identical.
Epiphany.
What?
So you remember how they put Dead Baby in the shop, right?
Yeah.
How did they use Dead Baby? They took a human genome
A
from
cell.
some kid who
Some
died in
cells.
1968,
Yeah.
right? So when you see a dude from history that looks exactly like an actor, they took his genome into a lab and created him again, and now he's in John Wick.
They're like, this one was really marketable.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make a few more of him. We'll have one for the 80s. We'll have one for the 2000s.
I
One
mean,
for the 2025s.
they're doing all this gene
Yeah.
stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
I wonder if you know how the Pokey Pokes were like not really like vaccines. They were like gene therapy.
mhm.
They altered people's genes. I wonder if there was a reason for doing that other than like depopulation.
Yeah.
Like if they would make them easier to be.
Well, I heard that what happens is once you took the Pokey Poke, you became a product. Now, because you're genetically changed, now a company kind of owns you.
Yeah, because there was a patent on that.
There's a patent on that.
Uh-huh.
And now you're like a product that a company owns. And that has ramifications that'll probably suck for you at some point.
It'll come up later. It's like a side effect. It might not hit right away.
If you don't unalive yourself by hanging, you're going to probably run into some problems down the line as it pertains to being owned by a corporation.
Don't worry about that now.
That's getting ahead of yourself. You're already going to be a prisoner by that time anyways.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter. It probably has something to do with, well, maybe another epiphany.
Wow, you're full of them today.
You're bringing them out.
I love
This is what I'm thinking. What if, so you know how we're talking Agenda 3030, right?
Mhm.
It pretty much means all the humans need to hurry up and die.
It means by 2030, they want their plan in place.
We're talking 5 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You need to hurry up and die.
Because their Agenda 2021 didn't quite come.
We had to push it back. We're not pushing it back anymore.
No.
So, okay, so everyone's got to hurry up and die, right? And like Ted Turner says, it's like, we're doing to like 500 million. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, 500 million? Okay, so 7.5 out of 8 people need to hurry up and croak. And you're not going to, I mean, you're 80. Why don't you do us all a favor and lead the way? But no. But anyways, so that's the whole idea. It's like humans got to go. But who's going to do the raver, the child raver? I think they're going to take people's DNA and make clones that will do the labor. And the clones will be completely controlled post-human cyborgs.
They'll be, oh my gosh.
You know?
What about, remember that Will Smith movie? Wasn't that called?
iRobot?
Yeah.
iRobot. Maybe that was like his life story. He was being honest. He's like, iRobot.
Oh my God.
Like, because, like, look at the whole Chris Rock thing. That was really weird when he slapped him in the face.
Yeah.
And he's done other movies that were kind of like, what was that other one where he was the last survivor because he took the vaccine, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And vaccines were good and everybody else died, but he was the vaccinated one. So he lived. What was that one called?
I don't remember.
iLegend.
iLegend.
It was like iLegend, iRobot. You know, like, okay, which are you? Being, I guess you're both. But so what if the reason that they did those swabbies jamming them up the people's nose?
I know.
And, 23andMe, they're getting a lot of DNA. They needed DNA. Why? Because they're going to create clones. You're going to go bye-bye. But they're going to have clones because there's still labor
There's
that needs
still
to be
stuff
done.
that needs to be done.
Yeah.
For a while anyway.
Like you need somebody to go make the meals and
take out the trash.
grow the crops.
Yeah.
There's still some stuff that needs to be done. There's way too many of us, and we're all using air conditioning, so that we got to go. But
the clones could probably be easily like managed, micromanaged.
Well, the one thing that's cool about clones is you can just turn them off.
Right.
And you can just kill them. There was a show kind of like that. It was like a Western where they created all these clones, and you could go to, what was that called? Westland or something like that. It had Anthony Hopkins, and it was on HBO. And you could go, and it was like an amusement park. It was like a theme park. But you could go and like have an experience like you were in the Old West, but all of the people were robots.
Interesting.
And they created them all. So I'm wondering, because you keep bringing up DNA. They keep gathering DNA.
Mm-hmm. Why are they doing that?
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a whole host of reasons, but one of them could be that they figured out how to just take a little bit of your DNA, and now they can make a clone of you. They can make another butterfly.
There will never be another butterfly.
They can make, at least physically. But it won't behave bad like you. See, you do bad stuff.
I know. They'll reprogram it.
They'll just be like, yeah, you'll just be like butterfly that just never asks any questions.
I'll be like, sort of like those people that have GDS.
You'll be like
Groundhog Day syndrome.
Yeah, like the girl at Sephora.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you already had 3 samples.
Out with you.
Come
back tomorrow.
Yes. What if they could like clone you, and then like your clone is a Karen?
Oh.
And your clone is just to go and like micromanage. Torture people
with my behavior.
Well, like the future could be gnarly. Like, right now, if you did too many samples at Sephora, they just go, no, go away. But what if they could just like torture you to death for that? Like right there in Sephora. Like things can change rapidly.
They get out like one of those taser guns.
Start like cattle prodding you in Sephora until you die. And then all the other people are horrified, and they're just like,
I'm not going to ask for any.
She had more than 3 samples. Because, oh my God, we were talking about that. Like these little micromanagers, how they love to tell you, you have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
What if they could kill you? That'd be gnarly.
Oh my God.
Like the dude at 7-Eleven telling me to wear my mask, otherwise I can't order ice cream. Yeah. Or not 7-Eleven, he was at Snow Flavors. Mm-hmm. Like what if
he could just zap you?
He could just kill me. Yeah. You go, you're not wearing a mask. Die now. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
So this is an interesting topic because it kind of spun out of XAI.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the whole point of Elon buying X was to save our free speech, and now he's just going to like abandon us, then what was the point of that? Was he ever really saving our free speech? Because now suddenly he's just like, you're on your own.
I'm Jewish.
Yeah. Beat it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm outie.
Yeah, like right after he got X, him and Ben Shapiro had to like go to Germany and go to Auschwitz and just see like where the Holocaust took place. And then like do this mea culpa. He had to do this mea culpa of
why? Did he gas all those people?
No, he allowed bad people to speak.
Oh.
So he had to kind of do a mea culpa. And I think they had to reiterate how important it is to never say anything bad about those people from 1948, that one country.
So free speech has its limits.
Free-ish.
Free-ish.
Just like he's Jewish,
yeah.
It's free-ish
speech.
Yeah. And now I think that's probably going to not even be close to free speech.
Yeah.
Because, that's kind of like the rhetoric coming out of the EU too, like in England and stuff like that, They're like, they're always little soy boys. Have you ever noticed? Mm-hmm. But they're pissed now. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you know what? We're not putting up with this anymore. You may not say those words. It's kind of like really easy to defy people like that. Like Justin Trudeau, I think I'd probably beat him up.
I'm sure.
Yeah. He's just like, these truckers are really saying stuff that we don't like, and it's like, well, tough crap, no, we're going to make life really hard on you. So I think that kind of might be part of what's going on with X too. Why did he got to control the narrative and the marketplace of ideas? Because the micromanagers are coming down from BlackRock to make our life a living hell.
Totally.
And they're going to start doing a bunch of stuff that makes our dystopia even more dystopic. And what helps in a situation like that is when you can speak.
Right.
And you can communicate and you can say, did you notice when I went to go pay my water bill, it was really a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And other people might go, yeah, it was a pain in the ass for me too. So maybe a bunch of people could get involved and go and kind of fix that.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd have to communicate with each other and have like a forum and talk about things.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's what we're trying to do here. Because it's like, when people were trying to communicate during the Nazi era, which I'm not even really sure what happened.
From what we've been told.
There was a lot of propaganda.
Yeah.
Kind of like now.
Yeah. And maybe maybe it's propaganda about their propaganda.
I know.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But they were trying to like communicate kind of underground ways, they'd have to be secretive about it and stuff. I feel like that's kind of what's happening now too. Like we have to kind of be secretive about, like using code words and stuff like that, which is really weird. It makes me feel like we're living in like that book 1984.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like free speech.
It doesn't.
If you have to use codes and stuff,
it doesn't even feel free-ish.
No, not even free-ish. It feels like slavery.
Yeah.
Slaves can't talk.
Yeah.
Like a slave can't just go talk with other like plantations and say, "Hey, did you guys know that
this isn't legal and we can all just revolt?
We don't need to do this. Did you know that we outnumber the masses? Like maybe we can just go take them out." They don't want that kind of conversation going on. They want you just shut up, you do your work. And pretty soon, I don't think, see, what I'm noticing now is it's not do work. They don't want us to do work.
No.
They want get into your 15-minute city ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen in, I think it was Norway, they have the unalive machine that they can send to your house.
Oh yeah, that's so creepy. Oh my gosh. So they're basically making your life miserable.
Yeah.
And they make you feel like you're worthless and there's no hope for you. But now we have a better solution here.
It's kind of
you can order this capsule that you can just like push a button and you can be unalived.
It's kind of
you just take care of it yourself.
They got it all planned out too. So they just like mail you a coffin with a gas spigot. And you just go lay down in it, you gas yourself and die, and then you're already in your coffin. So then they just come and pick you up like...
It's like not messy or anything.
No.
It's already taken care of.
You're already... why don't they just go ahead and like cremate you in there?
I know.
Maybe they do.
I don't think anybody knows after the gas.
What happens. And it seems like Justin Trudeau is like really all about it.
I know.
He was like, that's so great.
It's so... what did he say? It was like... It was like a humanitarian thing or something. Like, I mean,
it's so good for euthanasia because some of these people, they're just suffering.
It's the kind thing to do.
Yeah, is it? I mean, I guess for some people, like, okay, every day is suffering. But like, if you're just unhappy and your happy pills aren't working anymore, that's not a good reason to like unalive yourself.
And you know what? Maybe those happy pills, one of the side effects is...
Or a coffin.
To be unalive.
Yeah.
Your own.
Like
it's like unalive by hanging, unalive by self-gassing
ordering your own coffin and euthanasia yourself. Oh, okay. Really? That's one of the side effects. That's listed. Several people during the clinical trials did that, so we just have to mention it, It's like...
But don't worry.
It's not like we're trying to make you do that. Most people are happy from these bills, but some people unalive themselves by ordering a coffin and drop off their house. I mean, yeah. I mean, so this is kind of an interesting like new development.
Yeah.
I was starting to think, hey, X is... I mean, maybe it's kind of...
I never really thought it was going to be totally like free and cool.
No.
I was suspicious.
I was always kind of suspicious too. I was always thinking, well, Alex Jones remember, he was like the litmus test. Mm-hmm. And remember, he was kind of putting himself out there as like, they let me back on. This is free speech. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, Now I'm starting to kind of see the big picture. You were never censored. That was all a big ploy. And then you being on there now only means that you're part of this don't talk about them type thing.
Right.
I think that's really what it is. I think you can talk about anything now
Mhm.
because even being anti-COVID is not really censored. They don't even care really.
They're like, whatever. We already got through all that.
We're already done with that. We've moved on
We
to
got what we wanted from that whole thing.
we're moving on to Operation Round You Up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where we're at now. It's like, so I think it's kind of interesting because we kind of were like going, Alex is on there. He's saying all this stuff, but I'm starting to realize Alex keeps playing in the sandbox. He never goes out of the sandbox.
Right.
You know?
Hmm.
Well, that was cool. That was cool. That was interesting.
We'll have to keep an eye on this and see how things develop.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be developing good. If BlackRock is like involved,
Yeah.
nothing's ever good with them.
No.
It's like, why are they everywhere? And it was like, well, Maui and then Lahaina was like burned down, and then BlackRock, and then like Pacific Palisades and burned down, and BlackRock.
And now it's kind of like XAI and Blackrock.
And then you're like, there's other times when they come up too, like the Panama Canal, BlackRock. And then Trump is like touting it like it's a good thing. Like, wow, the Chinese were owning it. Now we got BlackRock. And it's like, I'm pretty much thinking BlackRock is China.
Yeah.
That's like one big blech.
Right. So we'll keep an eye on things and maybe revisit this down another rabbit hole because I have a feeling this rabbit hole goes deep.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. We're probably going to have to like not speak about XAI. That'll probably be like how you like censored. You like mention their name and they go, no, you don't say us.
We'll have a code word for that.
We'll call it Shia. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
Ciao.